Welcome back to Chapulia. Today, I'll talk about TMC, trick and message content, and the theme is obedience. Obedience is from obey. According to dictionary.com, obey means to comply with or follow a command, restriction, wish, instruction, etc. Today, we are talking about obedience to God. One of the commandments that God wants us to do is to love one another. That is a very good commandment, to love one another. But when we are faced with the realities of life, when we hear or read daily news about all kinds of crimes, war, terrorism, of course we will ask ourselves, how can we love criminals? How can we love an oppressor? How can we love those who hurt us? Well, that's a logical question. Sometimes it can be difficult to obey what God says. But we have to realize that what God commands always brings goodness, and when someone doesn't obey God, it will only cause trouble for him. Like hating other people, it will only cause bitterness in the person. Remember, a cheerful heart brings good healing, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones, let alone the hatred that is rooted in a person. Do you know, there will be peace, happiness, and blessings when we love those who hurt us, when we let go of forgiveness. I remember one story. In ancient times, there lived a king who had a crown prince named Goto. Goto is a prince who is handsome and kind. The king and the whole society loved Goto very much. This made the king's concubine very jealous, wants to harm Goto. Paying a bag of gold coins, the king's concubine sent a bodyguard to kill Goto. But the bodyguard didn't have the heart to do it. Finally, the young Goto was taken to the middle of the forest to hunt deer. When Goto was engrossed in chasing the deer, the guards left Goto in the middle of the forest alone. Goto felt very confused, and he realized that the bodyguard had left him alone. The more he walked, the more lost he became. But soon, Goto met the person who helped him. And after a few years, Goto couldn't help but miss the kingdom where he lived. With the help of those around him, Goto returned to the kingdom. On arrival in the palace, Goto wasn't allowed by the guards to enter. Goto was lucky to meet his beloved dog. Goto left his ring and necklace with the dog to give to his father. The king immediately went out to meet his son. Goto never told anyone who hurt him. For Goto, everything has passed, and all has been forgiven. Finally, Goto became a king who is very wise and kind. So, God will help us to forgive those who hurt us. Get close to God, and you will see that you can obey Him, and you will feel different. When a wise man faces difficult times, he cries out for God's helping. He committed to believing and obeying God no matter what. Be aware that God's plans may seem painful at times, but know that they're always perfect. So in here I have this bottle and this balloon, and I will blow the balloon. So let's see what happens. Even though I don't tie the balloon, I don't close the bottle, but it's not deflated. But let's see what happens when I tell it to deflate it. Deflate it. Stop. See? Deflate it. Stop. Deflate it. Stop. Deflate it. See? So this is only illustration, but From this, we could learn that the balloon could obey. Moreover, we are human. So what's the trick? Check it out. So I have one bottle and one balloon. So the balloon, we can stretch it like this, and then we could hold it. We could make a hole, just a little hole. We could use knife, scissor, or screwdriver. Yes. And then after that, we put the balloon inside the bottle. Just like this. And then when we want to blow it, don't cover the hole. After we blow it, cover the hole so it will not be deflated. Okay, I repeat once more. After we put the balloon inside the bottle, when we blow it, don't close the hole. But after we blow it, close the hole by our finger. We close the hole so it will not be deflated even though we don't tie the balloon or we don't close the bottle. But when we want to make it deflated, just open your finger that close the hole. When we close the hole again, it will not deflate it. But when we open the hole, see? Well, that's for my trick and message content this time about obedience to God. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!